Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. I am so glad that instead of Melody and her attorney answering Martell and his attorney's latest accusations, that they filed an amendment to the court case that they already have ongoing. I'm glad that Melody's attorney requested to have Martell lies and all his accusations deleted and stricken from the record, because if the courts allow Martell to use them to help him bully and control Melody, he's not going to stop. He's going to continue to do what he's always done, harass and bully her, but now with the court's help. If the courts allow Martell frivolous and bogus accusations to be heard in court, I believe that this will open the door for Martell to continue bringing other amendments and bogus accusations against her, because he knows that the courts will be willing to entertain him in his frivolous basis. So I believe that the court, I'm glad that Melody is not responding to him to answer him, but to shut him down. I am so happy, because all of his non-definitive lies, they need to be stopped. And, if the courts rule for, Martell if the courts rule for Melody to pay Martell attorney fees, he's going to continue. He's going to continue to bring all of his mess to the court, because he's not going to have to pay for it. And just like with the kids, Martell wants them doing everything he wants them to do, all on Melody's dime. And I believe that if the courts entertain him with all of his non-definitive lies, I believe that he will continue to try to waste Melody's money, trying to bring any and everything he and his goonies can think of, if the courts will, because he thinks that the courts will entertain it. And because basically, I believe that Martell wants answers, and he just want to be reassured that Melody is not dating. She's not doing anything, and he wants to destroy her brand. He wants to diminish her and belittle her like he has done to himself. And that's why I'm hoping the judge sees that Martell is doing nothing but trying to cause a distraction as to why he hasn't gotten his psyche eval and anything else that the judge gave him time to focus and get. Martell does not care. Martell thinks that nobody can tell him what to do. And which, in my opinion, this is a pattern for Martell. Martell doesn't believe shit stink until it actually hits him in the face. Because remember, Melody gave Martell 5 years to stop cheating and stop dealing with yuck mouth and stop disrespecting her. And if Melody had not divorced Martell, he would still be cheating to this day, in my opinion, being arrogant, him and yuck mouth, being bold and, bragging about it, still, rubbing her face in it, still spending Melody's money, living off Melody's dime, but still being totally disrespectful. Martell doesn't believe anybody. He doesn't believe shit stinks until it's thrown at him. Now it comes down to their custody case. And even though it's about what's best for the kids, Martell does not care. Because instead of Martell saying, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and just step back and let Melody do her thing. I'm going to co-parent in peace for the sake of my kids. Martell does not care. Because after 2 years, Martell still won't comply with the court's order to get his psych eval. And that tells me that Martell don't plan on getting a psych eval, just like he didn't plan on stop cheating. Martell is not going to get a psych eval, and he's not going to do anything else that the courts ordered him to do. If Martell was really the greatest father that he claims to be in court and that they got on paper, any task asked of him by the court, it would have already been completed ahead of schedule. It would not be drawn out 2 years later and still waiting, hoping, wishing. So evidently, Martell does not care about anybody in authority. He doesn't care about anybody but himself, and he don't care about his kids, which tells me that he doesn't care about losing custody, or maybe he don't believe that the judge will exercise her right to award Melody full custody. But either way, the judge, in my opinion, needs to stop playing with Martell. The judge needs to stop allowing him to waste the court's time, Melody's money, because it's not fair. Because I bet you, had Melody not been in compliance with the court's order, Melody would have lost custody at the snap of a finger. So I don't understand how Martell gets so much. I don't understand how he gets so much leniency. The judge really needs to make an example out of Martell. Melody has proven to be the more stable parent, the more responsible parent. And as far as living arrangements, finances, everything. Melody has not held the courts up. She hasn't tried to deceive the courts. Plus, Melody has her and her kids in therapy without a court order. That speaks volumes. Something that the courts can't even get Martell to go and get just an evaluation. Martell, he doesn't check none of those boxes as far as stability. None. Finances, homes, nothing. Therefore, in my opinion, Martell he's forfeited his rights to co-parent. And he should only have supervised visitation. In my opinion, after he's had a minimum of 6 months of consecutive therapy with positive updates. And yes, I believe that Martell would need supervised visitation, because with his track record of manipulating Melody kids, as well as using corporal punishment on them because he's mad at their mom, and because he wants to grill them and get certain information or get them to do what he wants them to do, I believe it would get even more intense if his co-parenting rights are taken from him. So yes, that's why I believe that after Melody win her custody case, I believe that Martell only needs supervised visitation for for a good while. Because right now, the state that Martell is in, he's at the point of no return. Martell is broke, allegedly, homeless, allegedly, facing jail time. Martell don't have anything. So there's no telling what he is capable of. There's no telling what he's capable of if things get worse for him, or things does not go his way, go in his favor in that courtroom. And I, for one, I don't want to find out what he's fully capable of. This is why Martell is so caught up in making Melody suffer as a get back for leaving him, because he knows that his life, his brand, his image, it has no meaning after Melody left him. After Melody walked away, Martell has no value left. That's why he hasn't been able to rise above anything. That's why Martell have to continue to recruit people to be on his side to go against Melody, because he knows that Melody has already won. When she walked away from him, she already won. Nothing Martell can say or do to her that could put her at his level. No matter how many women call Martell fine and talk about how much of a good man he is, how much of a good father he is, I have yet to see one of those women take on the task of dealing with Martell and his BS and everything that comes along with dealing with Martell. They see what goes on. They see it from one side, from a social media side, but they're not looking at everything that's going on. They can't get past the features of Martell. But not one of those women have taken on the task of Martell and everything that comes along with Martell to help him move along, to help him get over Melody. Martell's so obsessed with Melody and trying to ruin Melody to the point he can't even commit to the bed buddy, that he messed up his comfortable lifestyle, his marriage, and he lost his whole family over. He can't even commit to her now. You did all of this for what? For nothing? Come on now. And all the people that enables him and all of his problems and tell him that it's not his fault and they pampering him, they are not looking out for him. They're not looking out for him, his well-being, and they definitely don't care about Melody kids. Because if they did, they would be talking some sense into him, or they would step away from him until he got him some help as well. Martell don't have real friends. Martell have enablers, people that he has recruited to hate Melody, people that wants to get back at Melody. That's all Martell has. Because if he did, he's supposedly surrounded by all these people with money. Carlos, Stormy, all of these people with money. But could none of them give him the $100,000 buy-in for the suit line that he needs to get in? These ain't his friends. These his enablers. These are people that he's recruited to go after Melody. They just have the same interest of hating Melody. So yes, I hope Matter of fact, I pray Martell lose his co-parenting rights. He doesn't deserve them. Because if he did, and he respected his co-parenting rights, and he wanted to continue his co-parenting rights, Martell would have done the necessary task that was adhered to him 2 years ago. This is a pattern for Martell. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.